on the next episode of Who the Fuck Am I Friends With? Kyle, you a liar. You revealed you a liar. Kyle, you a liar. Quit manipulating, you're a liar.
I feel sexy as fuck. I see what y'all like.
What's tea, petty bunch, petty bunch? Welcome back to another episode of Girl. Can we gossip with the petty one? This is the Petty Palace. You guys know how we get down in the Petty Palace. Before I begin this video, I need to shout out my 191 subscribers. Whoa! I want to thank you guys for holding me down, for subscribing to the Petty Bunch family and keeping all things petty over this way. Thank you guys so much. Remember, hit that like button. Liking my channel is a free way to support me, support my content, and get me out into these YouTube algorithm streets. It also is a way to put me in front of future Petty Bunch family who don't know that your girl exists. So without further ado, let's get into this latest episode of Who the Fuck Am I Friends With? I'm ready to get all up and through this episode.
Don't even do that.
Do you want me to bring the receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
What is she talking about?
So let's start with Kyle and her disingenuous spirit, her woe is me attitude, her lack of self-awareness. She has issues reading the room. She is manipulative. She has put the majority of the friend group on blast, has not allowed them to walk away when being questioned, when facing adversity. She wants to ensure that she is the queen bee, and when the other ladies have their back up against the wall and they're facing issues, she wants to make sure that she is the center of the keeping you accountable headmaster in charge. Kyle orchestrates all of this. We have seen in various episodes where she's like, you know, such and such may not want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. Petty Bunch, remember when Kyle tried to come for LVP about something the group was trying to say, and Ken shut that down and kicked her out of their home? Goodbye.
How dare you?
How dare you?
This is something that we cannot not address. She's going to have to talk about it. She's done this to Jayne when Erika's back was up against the wall, when Tom was allegedly scamming his clients and Erika had them expensive ass earrings, and you got the victims of Tom crying about how they didn't have any money, they didn't get their settlement money, and Erika walking around with these big ass rocks in her ears, which she at the time would not turn over, and the ladies continuously called her out. Nobody really had Erika's back. Erika was just crumbling. She was falling apart at the seams, and no one really had her back. Matter of fact, every time Erika came around, they were questioning her tooth and nail, holding her feet to the fire, telling her she should feel guilty. Kyle orchestrated a lot of that bullshit.
I don't believe you knew where the money came from that Tom used to buy them for you.
15 years
issue
ago?
was you not
15
acknowledging
years
the
ago?
victims. That was my problem.
They're not my victims.
People died.
Shit that Erika went through. Now, I'm not saying that Erika was given two hot dams about the victim, about Tom's alleged victims. Erika was standing, as she does, 10 toes down in what she felt was right in defending herself. So Erika really did not have any allies at that point. Erika was Erika's own ally. So Erika was always battling against the ladies. Again, Kyle was in the middle of orchestrating that. When Kyle was trying to get LVP off the show, LVP at the time had lost her brother. Kyle went over to the home to embarrass her and tried to make her feel bad, but Ken stopped that shit, kicked her out. Kyle with them fake phony tears at that time. Kyle again putting her foot on Sutton's neck. You guys remember when they went down to the Thunder from Down Under, saw the hot strippers, and Sutton had on this outfit which she thought for sure that she was going to get picked out and singled out, and that she was going to have a hell of a horny time up on stage. And when they did not pick her because she was really not scantily clad like how Kyle was, she had a problem with that. And so Sutton freaked the fuck out, and she tried to run, but Kyle went after her in the lobby and embarrassed her, and they got into it. And Kyle, you can't run away, you can't do this, you can't do that. She stopped Sutton, made Sutton sit and talk about it, although Sutton denied that she was jealous and did not receive the same attention that Kyle had received. She denied it tooth and nail, but baby girl, we seen it. You was jealous. And it's okay that if you were jealous, that that you were not the object of their affections and they didn't pull you up on stage to have a horny hot time with you. But again, Kyle orchestrated that situation. She did not allow Sutton to leave. Let's not forget the Denise Richards debacle, where Kyle was always in Denise's face, trying to put her lady time, Denise's alleged dipping and dabbling in the lady pond, and said that she had accused her and her nemesis Brandy Glanville of having an affair. Denise had to fight for her life. Denise was fighting for her life, clawing and scratching her way, trying to get out of this abyss of accountability that Kyle had put her in. So lastly, let's not forget, remember when this show first aired, Kim Richards, Kyle's sister, was very much a part of this cast, and we watched Kim struggle with her drug and alcohol addiction. They tried to hide it, but Kyle was putting Kim on blast and always putting her business out for the other ladies to scrutinize. And I feel like that was one of the issues that caused Kyle and Kim to have a lot of smoke, a lot of pressure, a lot of friction. And it was to the point where Kim did not want to with her sister, because she's like, hold on, every time I'm around, you putting me on blast, you making me feel a certain kind of way. So Kyle always wanted Kim to be accountable for having these challenges with drugs, alcohol, etc. So again, Kyle, you're good for putting the flashlight on everybody else and shining the light on their problems and wanting to face them head on and to be scrutinized. And now that your ass is in the hot seat, you don't know how to act. You trying to wiggle worm your way out of situations. You're trying to cry. You're running from Bose's sisterhood serenity soirée event, which could not have been more peaceful if you would have just taken accountability. You felt like it was an attack. Oh, are we in some type of cult? Where do they do that at? We're too old to be doing things like this. Again, I have just provided examples of where you continuously make the line. The line is always moving when it comes to you. In the words of Candace Diller,
The rules can't change because it's social media. The line is always moving. Okay.
the line is always moving. The line is always moving. You always have something to say. You ready to pull that chair out and put that person in a hot seat and question them down. But when it's your turn, you got to run. I can't take this. Oh my God. They're being mean to me. And the only lapdog that you have that's sitting in your lap as you stroke her head is Erika Jayne. And Erika should be the one leading the charge to hold your ass to accountability. But because Erika does not want to face the wrath of you not speaking to her, of you putting her on ice, she's now trying to become Switzerland. I want you and Dorit to figure it out. I'm out of it. You're out of it, but whenever somebody starts to put the pressure, the full court press on Kyle, you there with your cape on. Leave her alone. She's going through things. How about when you was going through things? Kyle was not there. Kyle lit your ass on fire, and she was ready to saute and fricassee your ass whenever you got in front of the girl group. But here you have this blind loyalty to this woman who lacks self-awareness, who is trying her best to outwit, outlast, and outplay. She's trying to matrix all of y'all asses. And I think it's crazy. And the fact that Kyle strategized a dinner situation before Garcelle's sisterhood soirée situation part 2, where she invited the ladies to her beach house for a day of rest, relaxation, dinner, and drinks. You called your Chuck E. Cheese Mickey Mouse crew to dinner so you could smooth them over, so you can make them feel good, so you can make them be like, okay, so when we walk into Garcelle's, we're going to be a united front. We're going to stand up for Kyle. And Sutton said, why are we here? Why are we here, Kyle? Why are we here? Sutton called you to the carpet, and she was basically like, Kyle, break it down to me like I'm a child. Why are you apologizing? Because you remember, Kyle, when she got everybody there, she first tried to manipulate Garcelle and make Garcelle feel sorry for her. Well, Garcelle, I thought we were friends. How is it that Erika gonna tell me that you talked to Bose about the text messages that I was sending to PK? You don't even know Bose. Why would you tell her my business? And Garcelle is like, ma'am, I did not betray you. You read them damn text messages, which you was always talking about memes and jokes. You read the text messages inside the damn Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a goddamn kid. You was reading the Chuck E. Cheese messages. You was reading the Chuck E. Cheese messages, because Kyle is a damn kid. You were reading the messages. So this is a sisterhood, right? And some sisters were left out of the sister circle. So Garcelle said, hey, sis, hey, Bose, guess what happened inside the sisterhood circle that you weren't invited to? Well, we know Bose was recovering from fibroid surgery, but had Bose not had that surgery, Kyle was not going to invite her ass there so she could get lit up. Are you kidding me? So no, Garcelle is like, ma'am, what we're not going to do today, no ma'am. And then when Garcelle questioned her about that specific line, well, I'm never going to repeat anything that we share. You got a friend in me, woody head ass girl. And Garcelle said, basically, Kyle, I'm seeing right through you. You are not going to manipulate me into being your soldier when everybody comes to my house. That's what we're not going to do. And then, Kyle, you were not Garcelle's friend. Well, Garcelle, I've always been a friend to you. How? Because during COVID, you tried to call Garcelle cheap and said she didn't. I think Kyle was having some sort of a charity event, and I think she said Garcelle didn't pay or something like that. Y'all comment below to refresh my memory. But I remember when Garcelle came on, Kyle had some smoke for Garcelle. So let's not pretend, Kyle, that you've been the best of friend to these ladies. You've been the best of frenemies at best. So, of course, Erika and Sutton come in together, and then Sutton sits her ass down. Why are we here? Kyle, well, I just wanted to apologize. Erika, you didn't have to apologize to me for how you left Bose's house. I mean, I understand. And then Erika gets in her confessional. Oh my God, Sutton, why are you always being so hard on her? This lady is going through it. Her marriage is falling apart. She's trying to find herself. Erika, when your marriage was falling apart, again, Kyle had that chair ready for your ass. She interrogated you. She interrogated you. And you had to fight for your life to get these ladies to respect you. You had to complain for them mishandling your emotions at one of the weakest times in your life. They throwing pity pizza parties for Kyle, but yet you was really going through some shit. And these ladies turned their back on you, and you had to continue to gripe and moan and complain. I didn't get a pizza party. Nobody was there for me. Nobody still to this day has actually sat down to talk to you. This is on camera. I don't know what y'all do off camera, but nobody has really taken the time to sit down and talk to you besides your damn therapist to ask you, Erika, how has this situation affected you? I know you in therapy. Is it working? Do you really feel that you're making strides? How do you feel? Therapy aside, how is Erika doing? Not the healed Erika that is walking into her soft girl life coach era. That is not popping off on everybody like we're accustomed to seeing. But how is that friend doing? How you doing, friend? How you doing, friend? I'm here to listen, friend. Nobody has ever taken that time to do that for her. So again, you putting that cape on for a bitch that don't deserve it. She does not deserve your loyalty. She does not deserve your friendship. As a matter of fact, the only person that really deserves your friendship is Dorit, but you too busy fence straddling because you've seen how Kyle has ostracized and put the other ladies on ice, and you don't want to face that wrath. You don't want that smoke. You always want to be good. You want to be good. Damn your feelings. You swallowing your pride and swallowing your feelings. Damn them, because they don't matter. They don't exist in Kyle's world. But I digress. So again, Sutton is sitting there. Why are we here? I want to apologize. And so Sutton had to really I think she was trying to hold Kyle to be accountable, but she was also trying to create some help Kyle create some sort of self-awareness by repeating it back. So you're sorry because of the way you acted. What exactly did you do? What exactly did you say? So then, Garcelle throws it out there. You said it's like a cult. You said we needed to be ashamed of ourselves. And again, Kyle, well, I don't want to get off into that. So what did Kyle do? I apologize. She issued a Dr. Jackie blank check ass apology. Here's the blank check. You fill in my apologies. And whatever you think I did, that's what I'm sorry for. Some dumbass, just lacking the self-awareness. So again, in the words of Sutton, the only minion that you got at this table is Erika Jayne. Because Garcelle, for me and my best friend, we are not falling off and getting off into your bullshit. We see right through it. We're not going there. So another key point we see is Dorit and Bose. We see a beautiful friendship blossoming. Dorit has referred to Bose as her ride or die. She is like, for the first time being around these ladies, I feel like I have a friend. I truly, truly do. I have a friend that whenever I sit in her presence, even if she's going through some shit, she can feel the heaviness of my energy, that she'll be like, you know what, friend? I'm going to let you go first. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to listen. I'm going to allow you to say what it is you need to say to get off your chest. So, Bose clocks the bullshit. She has seen right through Kyle and them fake ass fraudulent tears. So again, Dorit is talking about how she feels like her back is up against the wall. She's just, basically how she has tried to protect PK from her parents. She didn't want to give them the gory details of the bullshit that has been happening inside their home. She's also just like, I'm protecting this man, and she's talking about, so then Bose brings up the fact that, Kyle said she didn't really know what the extent of you guys' issues, and Dorit is like, that is not true. Kyle, you're a liar. So Dorit talks about how a year and a half ago in production, thank you for always having the receipts, production revealed and showed the episode with Kyle and Dorit sitting at the table, and Dorit having a one-on-one with her, who she thought was her friend, who minimized the friendship. They said, we're just surfacey friends. We're just, even though we've seen on the gram, you ladies during off season traveling and going on vacations, like, Kyle, cut it out. So Dorit was talking about the issues that she and PK were facing, and she made a statement like, sometimes I don't even know where our marriage is headed, and blah blah blah. And Kyle validated that sentiment because she said, I feel the same way. I know how you feel. Hence her being evasive about why Mo has now moved out, and we see Mo out here in these Beverly Hills, in these Aspen streets, with these pretty young things on beaches and shit, living his best life, purchasing furniture, purchasing furniture, purchasing furniture, purchasing furniture, not renting, purchasing furniture. So that's letting you know Mo has checked out of the marriage, and y'all pussyfooting around that. So it's like, stop it. It's to the point that nobody wants to be around Kyle, that her own daughter, Portia, is like, will you let me know when you girls are going out to lunch? Because I want to join you. Silence. Silence. Portia's silence should have given Kyle the answer that she needed. Them girls don't want to be around you, and you're a Debbie Downer. You're a wet cloth. But anyway, back to Kyle. Back to Bose and Dorit. So again, Bose has clocked you, Kyle. And so she's like, you know what? I knew that there was some bullshit, and I'm steadily trying to get to the root of the bullshit. So Kyle did, in fact, know about the severity of this marriage falling apart, but is steadily trying to act like she don't know shit. So Dorit then goes further into her situation with PK, as that they were outside in the middle of whatever type of conversation they were having. PK's sponsor was there, and PK's sponsor was the one that suggested they separate. So that's how that scene ends. So let's fast forward to the day of Garcelle's sisterhood soirée, serenity beach day. We're going to have fun and leave our issues in Beverly Hills day. Okay. So all the ladies pile up. They meet at Kyle's house because they're going to get into the sprinter, and they're going to sprint their way out to Garcelle's beach house. So the ladies arrive. They're with the fake pleasantries and everything. And so Dorit comes in, and she goes, she wants to tell the ladies, like, hey, girls, listen to this. Because remember, Dorit, up until this point, whenever they ask her about Phoenix and Jagger and how they feel about the issues, that Dorit and PK are going through, Dorit has vehemently said that, I'm keeping my kids out of this. I'm trying to protect them for as long as I can. So Dorit said they were out walking their dog, and so Jagger pulled her aside and asked her, Mommy, are you and Daddy divorced? And she said it just hit her. It hit different. And so, she's trying to, tread lightly in that conversation, because he's under 10. So she's like, like, where'd you hear that? And so Jagger, I saw, you know, an Instagram post. And I'm thinking like, okay, he says he saw an Instagram post. I we cannot confirm or deny about what Mr. Little Jagger has seen, okay? So then he asked, well, I mean, it's okay if you guys get a divorce, whatever, whatever, but and you and Daddy will still be best friends though, right? And so Dorit is like, I would hope so. I would hope that Daddy and I could be the best of friends. So while she is in the middle of having this vulnerable moment in front of the group, Sutton goes, hey, speaking of best friends, I talked to Garcelle earlier, and so she's saying that she doesn't want any heaviness and doesn't want us talking about this. We want to have a drama-free day. And my thing is now, Sutton, Sybil, it's time for me to pull you to the carpet. As much as you want to come for Kyle and say that Kyle lacks self-awareness and accountability, I'm going to say the same for you. You do have a high and mighty, holier than thou, because I'm a Southern belle. You have that type of attitude. No, you are a rude Southerner. That's what you are. You are rude as hell. And you are entitled. And now, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you do eat in scenes, but there is something about you and Dorit. I think it's because you guys are one and the same, and you're both fashion mavens in your own right. So I feel like there's some sort of power struggle. There's some sort of, I think Dorit is the fashion forward, free, flowy type of person that Sutton wishes that she could be. I could be wrong, but I feel that. I feel the power shift. I feel the struggle. It's like Sutton is trying to get her footing, and it's like, oh damn, they already got somebody that's fashion forward. Well, I own a clothing shop. I this, I that. So it's like, Sutton, we get you're a conservative type of situation. More than likely, the people is always gonna look at Dorit's fashions and comment on what she's wearing. When they look at you and how you looked in the loungewear that Garcelle gave y'all, it's like, it's always gonna be like a, ooh, I don't think I want that outfit. And then when they look at Dorit, it's kind of like, okay, well damn, Yves Saint Laurent, okay, yeah, oh, okay, Givenchy, okay. And with Sutton, it's kind of like, that's ill-fitting, and it very much could be Louis Vuitton, but because you got it on and you're looking all crazy and shit and goofy, the people, that's Givenchy that she's wearing? That's Givenchy? Oh, you know, like they looking at her like she's wearing some She by Sheree Sheen fashions. That's how they look at Sutton. Like, because Sutton, you're awkward, and I don't think you really have come into your own. Because it's like sometimes we get spurts of Sutton where she wants to show her freaky side, and she wants to show that she is this liberated, free thinking individual. But then when you start talking about stuff too much, no, that is too much. We don't talk about that. So I thought Sutton was wrong as hell for taking away from this woman's moment. And so, okay, we gotta go. We can't talk too long. Dorit, you get long-winded. And so Dorit referred to her as a weird pumpkin. And Sutton, you are. Because we got a chance to see how weird and cringy you are when Crystal Minkoff was first introduced to the show. And I'm just going to say that. If you guys have not seen that season, I cannot remember, please comment below and let the people know. Let the shady bunch, let the petty bunch, let the petty bunch family know in the comments about it so they can watch the interaction between Sutton and between Crystal. Very cringe. All right, so I thought that was crazy. So the ladies get to Garcelle's. Garcelle has a loungewear line. She tells the ladies to get out of your fashions. We are going to the beach, damn it, and we are going to act like we are sisters and we love each other. So she makes them all change and put on these loungewear outfits. They get in the golf carts. They drive down to the beach where she has this beautiful setup, this nice canopy, this nice table, this nice spread. of food, of drinks. She's got a bar erected up in the sand. So it's just a nice little situation. So as Dorit is fixing, tells the bartender her order, Kyle, can we talk, whatever. So they go over and they pretty much hash it out for the umpteenth time. We are beating this dead horse, Kyle. Just say your loyalty was with PK. Again, don't be texting. I don't care if, okay, so you're married, and I'm gonna say this for married people. You can be, you're married, and you can have married girlfriends, and you guys can do couples things. But I do not believe that, I feel like this. Okay, if the men become cool, the men y'all go ahead, exchange each other's phone numbers whenever y'all want to hang out, sans the women. That's on y'all. Women, we are cool. We have each other's phone numbers. We text, we talk, we plan the couples get-togethers and stuff like that. At no time should there be phone number swapping. I do not believe, as a married woman, that if I am good friends, my spouse and I are good friends with another couple, that I am going to have that man's phone number. And I'll be damned, my husband is not going to have one of my friends' phone numbers, because absolutely not. We do not play them games over here. And the fact that Kyle and Dorit, whatever, with their couples situation with PK and Mo, whatever was going on, I guess they all felt comfortable because we family. We family. We family until we feud. And there's no way that Kyle should have been wrong. So basically, up until this point, it had to dawn on Kyle that the main reason Dorit was upset, because it's like, you're supposed to be my girl. Me and my husband are at odds right now, and you are siding with him, and you are texting him. And I don't know if you guys are talking about me in those messages. I would never talk about you. That one line in that text is saying different. It's looking real sus, sis. It's looking like if the shoe was on the other foot and Dorit pretty blonde ass was messaging your husband, you would be ready to pull her tracks out, and you would be ready to dot not one, but both of them eyes. I'm calling you out, Kyle. You would be ready to fight her. So anyway, they have a come to Jesus moment. They hug it out. They make it back to the table. The ladies are like, oh, finally we can have peace in the group. So then they start playing this icebreaker game, where they're basically getting in each other's business. Would you sleep with such and such for $1 million? And Erika's like, absolutely not, because $1 million ain't what $1 million used to be. I said, well, damn, Erika Jayne put it out there. $1 million to her is probably like $100. So she like, nah, $1 million? Absolutely not. So Bose is like, well, what about you? And Erika's like, now we talking, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at Erika Jayne. At the end of the day gotta end, in the words of Glorilla. And I do like Erika Jayne, and I mess with her. I love her down. I do. But when it comes to the defendant of Kyle, that's when I'm at odds with my girl. So anyway, episode ends. They're stuffing their faces. And then Garcelle makes them get up from the table because they're going to light lanterns. And they're going to make these wishes and all this stuff like that. And then we see a dead bird, a dead seagull, a dead something in the sand. Which is letting us know that all these deaded situations is going to be unalived. And dead situations, all these undead situations are going to be resurrected in the episodes to come. There's going to be more drama. Sutton is going to eat with the wealth comment that she makes. Somebody gonna call somebody a bitch. Jay Tilly is gonna be like, we're on the crazy cruise carnival ride, whatever, where they're on the crazy yacht ride from hell. I'm here for it. So you guys comment below, what did you think about this mid-season finale episode? Was it giving? it is what it is. How do you guys feel about this season so far? It's season 14 giving what it's supposed to give. So comment below. Once again, Petty Bunch, thank you for holding your girl down, for loving your girl down, for just, just supporting my channel. I'm so excited. All right, and until the next episode, the Petty One